Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're with me, Sahee Shamsuddin, for Conty Chat. Don't forget to watch us live on Saluran Berita RTM and also Berita RTM 123 and also Conty News Facebook and YouTube. And also don't forget to download RTM Click, where you get to watch us anywhere at the comfort of your own home. And please don't forget to follow and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Conty's Chat YouTube channel, and also Instagram. And tonight we'll be talking about celebrating Ramadan in a multiracial country. So tonight, as we all know, Ramadan is the most celebrated month for Muslims, majority in Malaysia, and is the month where we get the right to fast from dawn till dusk, or in Malay we call it puasa. So tonight I have two special guests with me, Zaid, Ali-Alwazir, and also Yeap in our studio tonight. So hello guys, how are you?
Fine, thank you very much, Zaid. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you, Ken?
I'm good, awesome.
Alright, so Zaid, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
My name is Zaid Ali-Alwazir. I come from Yemen and I'm 27 years old. I've been here for 6 years, since 2016.
Nice, okay, alright. So Ken, a little bit about yourself.
Ken, by the name Ken. I come all the way from Gerik, Perak. I'm a northern born kids and I'm staying in urban cities, KL, for past 15 years. Yep.
Alright, nice. Okay, so Zaid, so what does Ramadan mean to you and how does it affect your life in any way?
First of all, Ramadan is the fifth pillar. It's one of the 5 pillars of Islam. So it's essential and it's a spiritual bond, and you feel like it's a detox, whether it's a spiritual detox or a physical detox, where you will feel much healthier after fasting. So it's a very important month, and I really love how families get together and all that. Spirit of Ramadan is different, so it does affect life big time.
Okay, true. And when did you start fasting? How old were you when you started fasting?
Well, I can't really remember, but when we were kids, our parents, wouldn't allow us to fast because we were too kids and we were too young and we couldn't actually take it. So we would fast until 12 during the noon. And once the dhuhr prayer happens, that's where we break the fast. So like, okay, khalas, I'm fasting, alhamdulillah. But then by time, as we grow older, our parents try to force us to do it. Back then we wouldn't really understand what it is, but felt as it's a challenge. So we would fast, but we didn't get the full benefit of it. But it's like, yay, I completed the challenge. But when we grow older and we get to understand the bond and the essence of Ramadan, that's when we really appreciate it.
True.
So yeah, I started actually fasting at 18 years old, I guess.
18 years old?
Yeah, that was when I was really understanding
yes.
What's the point of fasting.
True. So Ken, so what does Ramadan mean to you and how does it affect your life? I mean, being in Malaysia and you're from Perak.
To be very honest,
yes.
Well, if you buy stages, well, I do not even know what is fasting all about. I just realized that because back in my childhood time, I hang mostly with my Chinese friends, so the circles is a little bit within my own people. So we do not really have a chance to expose ourselves to Muslim community. But when I was in secondary school, when I realized that during the time of during the month, during the Ramadan, most of my Malay friends will be like, when we ask them to go to canteen together and they refuse, so that like trigger our curiosity, like, why are you not eating? We have been staying in the class for boring classes for a few hours, let's go eat. We do not know that. I mean, I myself, I do not understand that until I really get myself to ask, why are you fasting? Why are you not eating? Back then the definitions, the word is, why are you not eating? So when they explain to us, then we realize that it is one of the responsibility as a Muslim, as the 5 pillars as mentioned. And to me, in another way, when I started to realize Ramadan is, to me, it's a magnificent month because we get a chance to go and, to expose to really delicious delicacies.
Already.
So to me, Ramadan Bazaar is the bomb. So I'm more towards the food thing.
Alright.
And when I was starting to work in the big city like this one, usually my Muslim friend would say, hey, let's fast together. So I know that some of the Muslim friends won't be accepting this because you do not really understand the meaning of fasting, so it doesn't really bring the benefits to you. So occasionally I will join in, like you are not eating and I shouldn't be eating, so it's a show of respect.
Understood. Do you have like close Muslim friends or Malay or anyone that's Muslim?
Yeah, I do have a lot. I mean,
that's good.
Secondary school time, it's in Malaysia, so it's a national school, so majority of them are Malay. And in my town, majority 60 and 70 and over to 80% are Muslim, Malay, and I have a lot of Malay friends. So I think this is Malaysia.
Oh, that's lovely. All right,
Sure.
back to Zaid. Okay, because you're being a foreigner in Malaysia, right? So what's the difference between fasting in Malaysia and back in Yemen?
Well, there's pros and cons of being multicultural in Malaysia. Well, one of the cons is that you walk in and there's people eating, and you didn't eat for so long, and it's super hot and humid here, and you need to drink water all the time, so it's really difficult here. So I don't find the vibes that I was brought up to, or I was brought up in, but it's special in a way. You know, the bazaars, I get to experience so many foods, and there's things I didn't know they exist. And just by eating part of the food, you eat some of this and they tell you, oh, we got this from this country and this area and this place. So every food has a story behind it, you know, and Ramadan is like a gateway for you to try everything in it. But it is quite different. It is more difficult, and it feels more comfortable, can I say, when I'm fasting in Yemen, because everyone is fasting. You know, since we're kids, everybody's fasting. There's no one who is eating or drinking cold water next to you in the middle of the afternoon, and so it's much easier and smoother. But here it was difficult. I felt like it was back to where I felt like
When you
fasting
were
is a
young.
challenge. Yes, I realized, no, I'm being challenged now, so I have to get through this challenge. So it was difficult the first 2 Ramadans in Malaysia, but then you start to understand and discipline yourself more and be able to focus on fasting. So yeah.
Nice. Okay, Ken.
Yep.
Being an adult, right?
Yep.
Okay, when you're talking just now, we're talking about when you were younger, you were in high school, and now that you are 34 years old, how does it take you during Ramadan? I mean, have you ever tried fasting from morning until
Okay,
sunset?
a little bit insight for you guys. I mean, I'm a Buddhist myself.
Alright.
So for Buddhists, if you practice, I mean, if you follow the real way, there's actually a fastings after 12. I mean, 12
12
afternoon.
hours. 12
So
afternoon.
After 12, you cannot consume any solid foods. You only can take fluid kind of food, like
It's
waters.
something like intermittent fasting.
Yes.
Okay, alright.
So for the monk in the temple, they usually do it 365 unless that they are sick. So they don't take dinner because dinner for the Buddhists is basically considered a kind of medicines, because you need, it's a form of thing. If I need to explain, there will be another one more episode then. So for me, we have tried before, and but it is not exactly as same as how Muslims do fastings during the Ramadan. But if you ask me, but our kind of fastings is a little bit different, because I was working with in the atmosphere where majority of them are Muslim. So when they are not eating, but you are not Muslim, but you can eat.
Yeah,
So
true.
you will be like, okay, I need to somehow, just not expose myself in front of my Muslim friends. It's a show of respect. It's not about anything. It's a show of respect.
Understood.
So I would just go out to the pantry and then do my business over there.
It actually matters, you know. Like back when I used to have Brazilian friends in Malaysia,
Okay.
and they know nothing about fasting. But when we were fasting, they would not eat in front of us or around us out of respect, and it means a lot, you know.
Yep.
That someone would deprive against his rules or principles just out of respect for you. We appreciate that. a
Yep.
lot.
That's the beautiful part of Malaysia,
Yep.
being a multiracial country. Everyone loves and respect each other, because even for me, I mean, I don't get easily offended if I see Ken eating in front of me during the day. It's for me, it's no problem. It's part of we need to drink and we need to eat. Me being a Muslim, I need to refrain myself from eating and drinking. So it's okay for me if I see you drinking or not. So back to the question, right, Ken? Will you try it from? I mean,
Yeah, why
from
not? I mean, why not?
maybe
I
you can
mean-
give it a try this month.
I will not make a promise here.
But the most important, you must eat sahur first.
True.
An early breakfast before the sunrise, of course.
Yes.
No matter what the breakfast are,
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
breakfast is
the early
important,
breakfasts
yeah,
are
it's
still very
important.
important.
Make sure to
me
eat
too.
a lot.
Yeah.
You're gonna need to fuel up.
Okay, Zaid. So, what's your favorite thing about Ramadan in Malaysia? That's something that unique and is different from your country.
The food. The food. It's really different from my country. You use everything from the nature around you, but in Yemen, it's quite limited of type of resources you have. It's mostly bread, ghee, eggs, milk, and beef or meat. So we're
You do
restraining
have
these.
rice, right? Like
Yeah, of
kapsa,
course, of
maybe
course.
lamb
But
kapsa.
kapsa is more Saudi, Yemeni.
Oh.
Yemen food is more to what was the resources available back then in the mountains. So we had to use what we had to live. So based on that was our main cuisines. And then it was affected by different countries coming in and out. But the food here is very different to me, and it's very interesting also. But something I wish I could have always in Malaysia when I'm fasting is called the Ramadan soup. Or
The Ramadan soup.
That's what my mom called
Okay.
it. It's basically burgul and milk with ghee and sautéed onion. It's just amazing. It's
Do we
something.
have that
It's,
in Malaysia?
I don't think so, but I would like to invite you maybe one day for it.
sure, sure.
Alright, that would be great.
All right, guys, we're gonna go for a short break because we have this. My co-host is gonna show us something that he went, the Sim Flight, KL. So he get to experience as a pilot. So we're gonna have a short break and we'll stay tuned for us.
This is a woohoo segment right here where we take you to amazing places for you to try out amazing treats, right? I'm here, legitly, at Subang Airport, man. Take a look. Yes, exactly. And this time around, what I'm going to do is to basically try to be a pilot. Because at the end of the day, I don't have my license. I can't fly a plane, but you know what they say? Do things that you love and hopefully one day it will take you to amazing places. And that's why I'm right here. So guys, this is SimFlight KL. If you want to be a pilot so as well, you can actually try out this wonderful place where you can fly one of the most used popular aircraft in the world, which is the Airbus. So you want to find out what it looks like? Let me take you on a wonderful journey, and I'm about to speak to Captain Amin sir. Landed just fine right here, Captain Amin. What's up, Captain Amin?
Good.
First and foremost, thank you for being here in this wonderful woohoo segment. And today, am I going to be a pilot though?
Yes, you are.
Really?
You're going to be a pilot.
Am I going to get the license?
Yes.
Can I go and fly the aeroplane?
Definitely.
Right now?
Yes.
The ones outside?
Yes, we are waiting for you. Ready to go.
Captain Amin, take us on a wonderful journey. So, what's going to be it right here for today?
Okay, we're going to have you fly the simulator. But
Okay.
before that, we
Alright.
will do a short briefing,
Okay.
a pre-flight briefing
Okay.
on piloting 101.
Alright.
Have you fly before?
In my dreams, yes.
Alright, so we will do a short pre-flight briefing, about
Okay.
15 minutes.
Cool.
What's the takeoff speed, what's the pitching angle, what's aileron, all those things that
Okay.
you need to know to fly the plane.
Cool. So
Then-
definitely I can fly the plane.
Definitely.
You know I failed my driving license for twice,
no.
right? Anyways, let's do this. Let's rock and roll now. This is woohoo. Jom, let's go. Alright guys, check this out. In-flight entertainment, everything is right here. But of course, instead of the boring 2-hour briefing right before driving, well, this is only going to take 15 minutes and I'm going to be soaring the skies. So it's going to be amazing. Of course, 15 minutes, I'm going to walk you through some of the awesome stuff that, you know, whoever Captain Amin will tell me. I'm going to let you know so as well. But first, let me just sit down here and get my briefing now, right? Let's go. Okay. Hello. Hello. Hi. So you are my flight instructor for today?
Yes.
Okay. So let's go. This is the flight simulator of the Airbus. I'm excited and she's about to take me on a wonderful journey and come join me. Let's go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to go flying and this is your captain speaking, Captain Brandon. And I'm afraid of heights. Help me! Well, it was fun, it was nerve-wracking, scary at the same time because the thing is actually real, the kind of real stuff that you can get in flight, right? But it's just that it doesn't tilt to the left or to the right, but it makes you feel that you are tilting and you get that motion sickness too as well. And it's fun, you guys should come and check it out. Oh guys, I tell you, I kid you not, it was amazing. It's like the real stuff, man. So all you need to do is check them out, SimFlight KL on their website and on socials as well. They are SimFlight KL Malaysia. So check them out, bring your friends, bring your family, not just for the adults, but something for the kids also as well. And I'll catch you next time on another segment. I'm Brandon Lepol. I'll catch you soon. Bye-bye.
Hey guys, thank you for staying tuned with me at Conty Chat. And Brandon, thank you so much for exploring Scene Flight KL at Subang. It's lovely. I can't wait to go there myself. Okay, back to the topic tonight. Celebrating Ramadan in a multiracial country. So, this question is for you,
Yep.
Ken.
Sure.
So, what's your favorite thing about Ramadan? What's your favorite thing about Ramadan? Yeah.
Definitely the food. We talk about food
Yeah,
later,
food, yeah.
but it's about the entire vibe in the country. I mean, during the society itself, the entire community itself. We basically spend our time together. We spend the life together as a Malaysians. So people celebrate Chinese New Year, we celebrate, and Chinese celebrate Hari Raya Puasa. That's all. So to me, that it's basically the very peace and harmony vibes that we all staying together. Maybe it's a little bit special for our foreign friends
Yeah,
here.
true.
But yeah, guess what? We have been staying like this for the past 60 years. There's nothing happened. So that's the vibe of it. Then the second thing comes in is definitely the food, because I don't know if I usually ask my friend what is the most significant food that represent Malaysia. None of them can give me a
true.
very solid answer, because when we
Because every state has their own specialty, right?
exactly we
Yeah.
can't say things that represent food that represent the Malaysians, but multi kind of food is basically representing
True.
Malaysia.
True,
So
true, so.
yeah, that's the uniqueness, I guess. Yep.
So, what's your favorite food? During the Ramadan.
You know, I from the places that I came from, I get used to the store. You know, during every Ramadan, you know, during every year, more or less will be the same. So
Yeah, true.
You just get your bag and then just put in things. You know, ayam percik.
Oh yeah, one more
pertama.
thing, guys. Before we go into deeper, I just need to remind people out there to please bring your own containers and also your own green bag. You know, there's a lot of plastics. You know, usually during Ramadan, right?
Bring
lot
your
of-
tiffin.
Yeah,
I mean, bring
yeah,
your tiffin.
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
Just bring your container. Just remember to bring it back home before your mom scold you. Tupperware.
True. That one. Among Malaysians, Tupperware.
That's a Malaysian joke, lah.
It's a Malaysian joke. Do you know about Tupperware? Do you know?
No,
It's a
really?
container.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, quick one. Container, you bring it to your school. You have to bring it back.
Okay.
If
It's like
you,
a lunchbox.
It's
Yeah,
like a
it's like- yeah,
lunchbox,
okay.
but
It's
if you lost it, your mom will scold you.
Oh wow.
So that's happening in Malaysia.
Yeah, it's not just to Malays. It's to Chinese.
Everyone.
Everyone in Malaysia.
We
It's
call
just-
it the Tupperware joke. Sorry for the brand, but
we have something like that, but it's not the exact same thing, because when we're about to do the Maghrib prayer and start breaking our fast, we bring containers from our home with whatever our mom made, and we bring it to the mosque and we share it.
yeah.
Oh,
We
that's
all
nice.
start eating something from each other. It's like, what did your mom do? What did your mom
Is
make?
that a challenge?
Yeah, there's always one guy whose mother makes very bad food. No one hangs out with him. But yeah, we do also have to bring the containers back, or else we will
yeah.
get it.
We're talking about Bazaar
Uh-huh.
Ramadans, right? In KL areas, in Kuala Lumpur area, because you have so many Bazaar Ramadan around the city, so it's quite challenging for me to find good one. So maybe you can recommend some.
Okay, sure. For me, one of the best Ramadan, Bangsa, Taman Tun.
Okay.
Okay, they have like really good food.
Alright.
And Kampung Baru as well. Kampung Baru, if you're ever in
You just
Kampung.
mentioned it. Definitely a lot of people will queue.
Of
there.
course.
Go and
of course.
queue. Or don't fight with us. Just leave some more food for us.
So if I'm not mistaken, before the show, right, I heard that you really like ayam percik.
I like ayam percik. The best ayam percik is still from my hometown. I don't know. No one can compete with it.
In
Sorry.
Greek,
Yeah,
no problem,
in
yeah.
Greek, but it's awesome.
What is that though?
It's a chicken. It's a grilled chicken.
Yeah, it's a grilled chicken marinated with some local sauce.
Local spices.
Yeah, local spice and sauces. So it differs from every state.
Yeah.
Some they have it sweet, some they have it a bit sour, and some have it a bit spicy.
I mean, I come from North, so we have a little bit of together the flavor that has Thailand flavors of it, a little bit spicy because we are so close to Thailand. So
Okay.
different state, but you can go and try. It's called ayam percik.
I am perche.
Yep.
Ayam percik. So what's your favorite food in Ramadan? In Ramadan, because you've been here for 6 years, right?
In Malaysia.
So I believe you have tried some of our
I've
local
tried-
delicacies.
Yes, I do like the samosa here.
Samosa.
Yeah, it's
samosa.
so different from where we have it, because in my country it's usually a very flaky dough, and then you roll it and stuff it. All right, and it becomes like a triangle. But here, no, it's like a lump of dough, and then you put the a thick gravy with potatoes,
potatoes,
and then
yeah.
they put it together, and then it's a big
Yep.
doughy samosa. But it was very delicious. I
It
was
is, yeah.
shocked. I was like, this is a whole mamak in a bite.
because we have two kind of samosas, you know. Here, one's from the Malay and one's from the Indian.
I was exposed to the mamak.
Oh, use mama.
Yeah, I
You
didn't
should
try
try the Malay one because the Malay one is slightly smaller. It's more. It puts a little bit of black pepper inside,
Okay.
so it's a bit tasty. I mean, I love both samosas. I mean, I'm a sucker for
I
food.
have a question. Have
Yeah.
you seen the small burger in Bazaar Ramadan?
The small burger?
Very small burger. It's a burger look-alike kind of sandwich, but it's smaller size. And it's basically with our sambal. Have you tried that?
No, I didn't.
Okay, you should.
Actually, I had a small incident with sambal.
Oh.
And it was my first experience, and it didn't go very well, unfortunately. So I really hesitated from Malaysian food since then. I was going for a nasi lemak,
Oh.
and then they had sambal with too much ikan.
Oh, you can't have that anchovies.
And the anchovies were too strong for me, and I'm already having chicken and rice, and I'm like, why is there fish in the flavor? So after 2 years, I was very afraid of trying nasi lemak. So I went to a friend. They were like, you know what? We will make you a homemade nasi lemak. That was the next level. It was so delicious.
Wow.
So yeah, that's when I fell in love with nasi lemak.
Because nasi lemak, we have a lot of varieties here, right, Ken?
True.
we
We have
have
banana
some-
leaf nasi lemak.
And now we have nasi lemak goreng. Have you heard about it?
Yep. We have nasi lemak cake. I don't know how.
Oh my god, I saw it.
That's next level.
I saw it.
That just showed the love of Malaysians towards
Yeah.
nasi lemak.
No, this is how multicultural Malaysia is, and it's so beautiful that even me, I've been here for 6 years. You have been living here most of your life, and there's so many food you didn't try.
Yes.
Yes,
so
true,
many
true.
places you didn't go to, and this is why I really like Malaysia. You know, there's so much to learn about it, so much
True.
to interact with.
And you haven't been to Sabah and Sarawak because
Oh,
Sabah and
I
Sarawak we
really
have
want to.
more indigenous people there.
Yes.
So there's more varieties of foods there.
True.
And one thing about Sarawak is one of the famous thing I've tried where one of the local vendors here brought here gula apung. It's something like the brown sugar, but it's a bit different. It originates from Sabah and Sarawak. It's really tasteful, and when it gets blended with milk, I mean during the day I think I can't resist of having that sweet drink. And speaking of which, what's your favorite drink, Ken?
In Ramadan,
Yeah.
Sirap Bandung is the bomb.
Sirap bandung.
I mean, to me, it's all-time favorite Sirap Bandung.
What's that?
You haven't tried?
No.
It's pink in color. I do not know what is the
Okay.
ingredient.
Okay.
So that's the pink one.
Yeah, the
That's
pink
the
one.
pink
Yeah.
one.
I call it.
Just
I
the
call it
pink-
the pink
the pink
one,
one.
the yellow one, and the white
Yeah,
one.
the pink one. Syrup is made
Rose water.
rose water mixed with pandan leaves. You know,
Yes, I know the pandan. I love the
So they
pandan.
boil the pandan and they put the rose flavor inside. And
With
what
milk.
Ken talked about it.
It's either coconut milk or milk.
They put milk. Sometimes they put
Condensed
condensed milk.
Ah.
Condensed milk's made with evaporated milk.
Yep.
So two kind of milks
With ice.
with ice.
This is why it's so creamy.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
And some they will also put chinchao. Do you know what's chinchao?
No, not really.
Chinchao. That one I have
the
to
black
ask Ken. Yeah.
colors. It's a kind of
A jelly.
It's a jelly form
Is it
kind of stuff.
the round spheres?
Oh,
the
that is
small
that
ones?
is bubble.
that's
Yeah.
that's
I'm not a
boba.
big
I was
fan of
one-
those.
I think we need to bring you to the better one.
I think we should. I know what we should go to Bazaar Ramadan together.
Definitely.
Yeah, we
Definitely we
should.
should.
And
You know
then
what we need as a Malaysians? We need an encyclopedia of the food in Malaysia. We don't have that.
You should. That would be helpful for
I
us, the
think
foreigners.
true. I think Ken can help out with it.
No. Encyclopedia so that foreigner who comes then we can pass you the book.
Yeah. But it needs to be updated every year because so many people innovating in
True,
food in Malaysia.
true.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Zaid, back to this question. So, how do you find Ramadan celebrated among Malaysians differ from your people?
As I said earlier, it's the same structure.
The structure. Yeah.
It's a religious path. It's rules from Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon
Peace
him.
be upon him.
And
sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
we all know what's the basics, but the rest is based on the culture itself. How do you celebrate? Like in Malaysia, they have open house. They share so much food, but in Yemen, no. The evening we would go out, just spend our times hanging out, walking around, enjoying the night, because we don't get to go out at night a lot, except in Ramadan. You get to stay until after hours, midnight. So it's basically the same, but it's extremely different culture-wise. So yeah, I do miss Ramadan back home, but I do also enjoy Ramadan here. But it ends soon, you know, because here the times don't change during Ramadan
Yeah,
but in the
true.
Middle East, it does. Like especially in Yemen, there's 2 hours of the morning and 4 more hours at the night. So there's a lot of festivals going on.
All right.
Yes.
I understand that.
All right. Okay, Ken.
Yep.
So being a Chinese, right, in a multiracial country, I mean, in your opinion, how Ramadan celebrated among Malaysians different? I mean, your friends, your Muslim friends.
We have like during the Ramadan time, like what are we before we started the recording, we have a chat and we realized that at Yemen's basically the morning time, the daytime, you spend time mostly on the spiritual kind of actions or activities. But here, I do not know that. But here, Malaysians, Muslims friend basically work as a normal day, and then they have to go back home early, and then they have to prepare food. That is something that I'm seriously salute and respect, because for the working mom, basically they have to go back like super early to prepare food for the family. So that's the very challenging for that. Not saying that the man doesn't prepare, just that what I see mostly is the working mom must do so. So the best thing about Ramadan, another thing about best thing about Ramadan is where if you're working with mostly of the Malay, or you have clients that who is a Malay or who are mostly Muslim, they will invite you for buka puasa together. They will ask you to break fast together. So we'll just go to the restaurant to stand by. The moment of standing by, it's like the new thing for me when I was first exposed to this, where you sit down, the food is right in front of you, but we have to wait for 7:30 or 7:29, something like that in Malaysia. So that is the moment where, as non-Muslim, we get a chance to experience for a split second, for a short period of time, like, oh, this is the feeling, like food is right in front of you, but you cannot touch it yet. So you have to wait until the breakfast. So that's the sweet moments that I experienced before.
All right, thank you, Ken. Okay, Zaid, one last question.
Yes.
So buka puasa, is iftar, right?
Yes.
But for sahur, in Malay we call it sahur, for the before the sunrise. What do you call it in Arab?
We call it sahur also.
Oh, sahur also. Oh,
yeah.
sahur.
With a ha, but yeah.
Sahur, okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay, guys. Ken, Zaid, I'm afraid time is so stealing away from us.
Unfortunately.
So I'd like to say thank you so much for sharing your insight on Ramadan this month.
Sure.
So hopefully we get to catch up soon, and hopefully I'll get to bring you guys to the best Bazaar Ramadan in Kuala Lumpur.
We should.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank
you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, this is it for tonight. I'm signing off. I'm Sahee Shamsuddin for Conty Chat. Don't forget to follow all the SOPs given. And please, if you do go to Bazaar Ramadan, don't forget to bring your own containers and also your own green bag. It's the way of life, going green. So I see you guys soon. Assalamualaikum, and don't forget to sahur. Have a good night, guys.